competitive field battles a hot and windy day at the 2011 Ironman 70.3 Texas Triathlon. TriCenter starts now. Welcome back to TriCenter, the world's #1 triathlon news show. I'm Ann Wessling. Despite being one of the newer races on the 70.3 circuit, the large prize purse of Ironman 70.3 Texas brought out one of the most competitive fields so far this year to Galveston Island, and we were there to catch all the action. Let's jump right into the men's race. First out of the 1.2-mile swim and off its bayou was super swimmer John Flanagan in 21:23. He was followed by a chase group a minute behind him. It was the second large pack out of the water that featured race favorites Lorenzo Bozzone, Tim O'Donnell, and Chris Lieto. The hot and windy conditions were ideal for one of the strong cyclists in the sport, Lieto, to make his move to the front of the pack. Lieto, who has been doing all of his training in Kona, found the lead by the 15-mile mark. Belgium's Frederik van Lierde was the only athlete to stay within striking distance of Lieto throughout the 56 miles, with Tim O'Donnell, Rasmus Henning, Paul Matthews, Lorenzo Bozzone, and Michael Lovato making up the main chase group. Despite being chased by two of the fastest runners in triathlon in Henning and O'Donnell, Lieto started the half marathon run looking strong and never let up. His 1:16.56 was the icing on a near-perfect day. Lieto earned the victory and a greeting from his son, Caden. The win also gives the title of Ironman 70.3 U.S. champion. Henning earned second at a 70.3 race for the second time in 1 week. O'Donnell overcame a slow bike time with the fastest run of the day to earn a podium spot.
Yeah, I didn't know what to expect. I've been in Hawaii for the last 4 months and just really spending quality time with my family. Been putting in, a good amount of training, but it has not been my real focus. A little bit less than previous years because it's a long year. The season starts earlier and earlier every year, and I really want to be focused for Hawaii. And yeah, I didn't know how it was going to turn out today, but yeah, I'm really happy and stoked on it. Yeah, it was a good one.
Yeah, well, that was a bit of a challenge to shape up after Oceanside. I was really stuffed in my legs after that. It was a brutal run last week against Potsy. My legs were so sore. until about Wednesday, I was really suffering, getting out of bed and just walking. But then it started loosening up, and yeah, my body felt reasonable the whole week. Like energy-wise, I felt like I was building up again. It was just that muscular issue, but it seemed like I made it for this week, and I felt just as good today as I did last week. And on the run today, it was a little bit different than last week because I didn't run shoulder to shoulder with anyone. I could just run my own pace the whole way. Lorenzo went out a little bit quicker than me, but then he faded, and I found myself in second place. And I honestly believe that it would be possible to run down Chris by 3 minutes, but he had an awesome run today. And although I was running well, it wasn't enough to catch him, but I'm really pleased with second 2 weeks in a row against a quality field like this, so I'm really pleased.
In the women's race, American Mary Beth Ellis was first out of the water. The bike was all about former pro cyclist Karen Thurig. She battled the tough conditions to turn in an amazing 2:12.24 bike split. Thurig managed to turn in a respectable half marathon, but was passed by both Canada's Angela Nath and Scotland's Katrina Morrison. Morrison, a former duathlon world champion, ran a 1:18.18 half marathon to take her first victory of 2011. Nath ended a well-rounded day with a strong run to earn second, with Thurig finishing in third. Mary Beth Ellis was the first American finisher, giving her the Ironman 70.3 U.S. Pro Champion title.
Yeah, I think it was an okay swim for me. I must go and apologise to Hillary because I kept hitting her. I'm sure she could have, she would have drowned me, but no, I think I had a fairly solid swim, and then I just tried to ride my own ride on the bike, and when Angela came past, I probably stayed with her for about 15 minutes, and then the wheels came off. I was thinking, okay, let her go, and Karen came past, and then I just put my head down and thought, I need to bike my own race because I know that I've got a run in my legs, but I don't want to get rid of it.
That's our show for today. Don't forget, you can always follow us on Twitter at Triathlete Mag. Thanks so much for watching. It was the second large pack. That doesn't make any sense.